What is the most hated sentence in the marketing slash creative advertising world? It's make the logo bigger. It almost became a joke in the creative world where the client always wants to make their brand more visible and the logo bigger. Creatives or designers usually say that making the logo bigger, that it comes at the expense of art. But I don't actually agree with this criticism, at least not always. Because if you think about it, the role of an ad or anything that has a brand on it is first to grab attention, and then two, to build a memory structure needed for persuasion or for communicating the message that the brand wants to tell to the audience. And majority of creatives and marketers focus on the first part, grabbing attention. And even though it's really important, especially today in a fragmented media landscape, but they need to come to the second point with the same precision and with the same strength. Because what if people pay attention, but they don't remember whose ad was it in the first place? So the real challenge is to, yes, grab attention, but then properly connect your brand with the audience so they exactly remember that this message was from you. So what can brands, creatives, and marketers do? First of all, make the logo as big as possible without really overwhelming the audience with your branding. But really, it can be bigger than you think. You see your brand thousands of times across the day, but for your audience, first of all, they don't pay attention. And then second thing is, they really need to remember that it's from you. And again, it doesn't always have to be bigger, but it's about strategically placing it in the ad that people get connected to it. For example, don't wait until the last second of your ad to show your branding, because then you might lose the connection with your audience. Second point is, it doesn't always have to be a logo. Use your brand assets, your colors, your fonts, your themes, anything that is already connected with your brand. If you don't know what is connected with your brand, measure it. Think about what parts of your brand is associated only with you and not with your competitors, and then use it often and build that memory structures with your customers so they can recognize your ad or your message straight away. Number 3, fight with novelty. With any change in management or with personnel, there's a tendency to try to do something new. Try to fight it back and stay and stick with whatever works and with whatever is associated with your brand. Novelty is always something that might be detrimental to your brand and to the results. If something works, stick with it, repeat it, and communicate it to your audience. And the last part is repeat. If there's an ad or a creative that works and connects with your audience, use it more often and repeat it to your audience, because that way you will build even more and stronger connection with your audiences. Human memory is strongest by building patterns. You need to teach your audience your brand. So then it's becoming automatic for them to remember your brand when a buying situation comes. Because ultimately, this is the objective of advertising and marketing, to make your brand come up in the audience minds when a buying situation comes. So in the end, it is very simple, but you would be surprised how many brands and how many creatives and marketers do it very difficult for their customers to remember their brand in a buying situation. So don't do that, don't repeat those mistakes. So make your brand easy to remember for your customers, especially when the buying situation comes.